Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Jeff Browning before the 2018 Hardrock 100. How you doing, Jeff?
Good. How are you?
All right.
Good.
Before we get into Hardrock, let's back up a couple weeks. You had a pretty good run at that Western States thing.
Yeah, I did. I had a good day, and I feel good. I get an extra week for the double this week here, so I'll take it.
I figured you'd probably think a little bit about that double, huh?
Yeah. I'm definitely already behind the eight ball compared to what I was in 2016, but you never know what can happen in Hardrock.
Yeah. How much? I'm sure you know all the numbers better than I. I didn't even bother looking up. How far are you off?
I'd have to run. I have to run 25, 25 to break the record.
Which is a pretty solid Hardrock.
Yeah, I ran 25:42.
Yeah.
And I'm about 15 minutes slower at Western States this year than I was in 2016. So I'd have to run about 16, 17 minutes faster.
Well, there's that week right there.
I know, I got that extra week.
Does that feel good? Or is it hard because it's almost long enough that you can try to do...
No, it's good.
Okay.
An extra week is always good. My legs feel a lot better.
Yeah.
You know, and I had to take it pretty easy the first 2 weeks. After Western States, I had a banged up toenail that had to be pulled off, or I had to pull it off. So I lost the toenail, and in that 2 weeks, when it was not ready to come off yet, there wasn't much running.
It was pretty uncomfortable.
I was on my road bike and hiked a little, and I jogged a little, but
well, it's not like you'd be training that much.
You don't need to do much.
Yeah,
and that's the important thing, is not to do too much.
Yeah.
So it actually forced me to be cross training, and and that felt good.
And when you close, I mean, you just came off the wait list.
11 days out.
Yeah. So, I mean, I assume you were close enough that you were at least...
I was already coming down here.
Yeah.
I wasn't coming down here as early. I came down Friday, but I would have come down probably Monday, just skip the weekend.
Yeah.
But I just moved my plans up a couple days.
Gotcha. And you were over at Kroger's helping out over there over the weekend?
Yeah, I took up 2 loads up to the notch, one on Saturday afternoon and one on last night or in the evening, and I did a little scouting on the course and went down towards Telluride a little bit. So I've been playing around and sleeping at base camp for 2 nights at Kroger's base camp.
Yeah, so that's
pretty
high.
11-9. Yeah, so I've been.
How did that sleep go?
The first night sucked. Woke up with the halo headache. But we went and hiked a little that morning, and by midday the headache was gone, and I slept really good last night. And I use altitude masks, so I'm a little acclimated coming in. Not great, but good enough to go to 12 and just have one night.
So what do you mean by altitude masks? Explain that to people.
Well, I use a manual system that's has a scrubber that it's a manual system that you breathe through. So it's got a HEPA filter on it, and you do 6 minutes on, 4 minutes off at really high.
So is there actually a generator, or is it just a restriction?
It's a restriction to simulate altitude, but then there's a scrubber that scrubs
some of the okay.
When you breathe in and breathe out, it brings it back into CO2, and
gotcha.
Oxygen,
so it's not just
nitrogen.
It's not just a mask that just basically is hard to breathe.
No. Yeah, you're not. It's not like in a paper bag.
No,
it's not like those MMA fighter masks.
No, exactly.
It's a little more high tech.
It's an actual hypoxic system.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's got silos on it, and you can simulate different altitude by different cups.
Gotcha.
And so I just worked my way up, and I did a little before Western States, and then I just because the Hardrock wait list.
Yeah.
And then
I can't hurt it.
Yeah, I did one session in between Western States and Hardrock, and then came to altitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. And it actually feels good here right now because I've been at 12.
Yeah.
So
94, 93,
There's some oxygen.
Nice. Well, that's a good perspective to have.
Totally. When you come to Silverton, you don't want to be sucking wind. I've been in Silverton sucking wind before, and it's good not to be sucking wind.
Yeah. Have you did this direction 2 years ago?
14 and 16.
Have you done the other direction?
In 07.
Okay. Way back.
So I keep destined to my car keeps getting pulled in the clockwise direction.
Well, we just found out since the last interview I did that we're actually running the real course.
Yeah. They thought they weren't sure about Bear Creek.
And there was all sorts of. You almost got a different course this time.
Yeah, we almost got a different. We almost had to go. We would have had to go above.
Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a lot more climbing.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we're going the regular course.
Yeah.
It'll be a little slower through there, and we don't have the snow fields this year.
We were not going to get lost anywhere in the snow fields.
No, but there's no glissading this year, which really helps coming off Kroger's.
Yeah.
It's faster with snow.
Have they got the rope? I assume they're putting a rope up.
Yeah, there's a rope.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be bringing some gloves.
Yeah, you want full fingers.
Full fingers. Okay.
Yeah, so you can go fast. Because it's kind of like there's a little bit of a line that's not talus. So it's a little bit of
it's a little
scree.
worn out, yeah.
Yeah, and so on the rope line. But once you get to the bottom, it's talused out. So
Yeah.
I've never seen it dry before. I mean,
Yeah.
I know it's been dry before, but
It's been a long time.
not during race. Like when I've been here, I've always seen a snowfield.
Yeah, and how do you feel, you didn't run quite as fast at Western States, but there's so many variables in a race. Do you feel as fit as 2 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, I feel equally fit. So, go out and get over all these mountains.
Yeah.
The
field has kind of changed up a lot in the last couple weeks.
Yeah, we had some drops, and we got shaken up with the people not getting their trail work forms in.
Yeah.
Man, you get into Hardrock, that's the first thing you do is go get some trail work done or
Totally.
volunteer at a race. I don't know. It is definitely shook. I mean, with Mike, Mike Foot out.
Yeah.
And
no Killian
and no Killian. It's different this year.
Totally. I mean, there's Xavier up there, and
yeah.
You're going to try to put the pressure on him?
Oh, he's young enough to be my son. I mean, I'll do my best. I'll run my race, right?
Yeah.
Right. And if I'm anywhere near him, hopefully it's a race. But if not, it's his to lose, I think.
I mean, realistically.
Yeah. So he's got to do something pretty stupid.
Well, there's about 100 miles to do stupid out there.
There's 33,000 feet of climbing to do stupid. So hopefully... Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Right?
You're probably not going to run a stupid race.
I'll try not to.
Yeah.
I try not to. It's not as fun to run stupid races, but...
Have you? Well, that's a good question, then. When was the last time you ran a stupid race? Because you probably have at some point, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, 07 Hardrock, I ran a stupid race.
How was that?
Well, I tried to go out with the leaders, and, I won Bighorn twice. And so I came in here a little bit probably cocky, being younger, and was thinking I was way better than I actually was, and I'd never been on the course before. So I just showed up and ran. Showed up 2 days before and went and ran. And knowing what I know now, I was very hypoxic the second half.
Yeah.
And I had to take a nap at Chapman for 45 minutes. I ran 33:18. It was a learning experience.
Yeah.
I kind of got slapped down and then kicked while I was down and then punched.
And then choked. Yeah.
And choked a little and no air? Okay, now you can get up.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it was in 07.
So that was a good learning lesson?
It was a really good learning lesson. And then 14 was a learning lesson because of the rain. When we had all the lightning and up on Handies and that storm blew in the American Basin, pinned down for 70 minutes. So I learned a lot that year, be prepared with gear in this course. It's better to carry a little bit.
It's so different than most races.
You can kind of watch the weather patterns and be I'll be okay as long as I have something in the afternoon. Maybe a jacket.
Yeah.
Rain shell. But here, it can get cold fast. You can get hypothermic if you're above tree line.
And the crazy thing is you can get hypothermic even if you're doing okay. But then if
you're moving,
if anything goes wrong.
Yeah.
It
can get really hairy on this course. Because it's a little ways before you can get out, and you get pinned down where you can't move.
Even if you didn't, either because of lightning's
a big one.
I mean, Bear Creek Trail, they just let us go back on it, but if that was happening, that kind of event was happening during the race that washed that out.
Oh yeah,
you wouldn't be able to move.
Well, that happened in 14 because we had rain on and off all day, and Kabaragi was right around me, and he had rockfall on Bear Creek come down, bounce up and hit him in the cheek.
Yeah,
he had to have stitches.
Totally.
So. It can get interesting on this course for sure.
But that's probably one of the reasons why you love it.
That's why it's Hardrock. That's what's great about Hardrock.
Nice. What are you looking forward to most about this one?
I don't know. I just love this course.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a cool course, and it's hard, and you have to respect it, and it's just you got to settle in for all those big climbs and big descents, and I don't know. It's a pretty special place. For sure. I don't know. I don't really have one section that I love more than another.
Mm-hmm. Or any that you're oh man, that's going to be tough.
Handies is always tough because it's at 100K, and I feel after Handies is when you kind of get hammered. That I find the hardest part is from Cataract Lakes, Pole Creek, up through Maggie's to Maggie's. For me, that's always a really hard section because you've gone over Handies and you're kind of hammered from Handies, and then you go back up high again, and then you run high
for a very long time.
For a long time, and it's a long, slow climb up and over to go down to Maggie's. So that I feel it feels. You just think I got to be up over this thing pretty soon, and it just never comes and never comes and never comes. I always feel that's a hard mental section.
Yeah. Well, cool. I I wish you the best of luck out there and enjoy the course,
Thanks,
Jeff.
Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah.